The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult content, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the Magnificent.
Son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. It feel like I just came back to school. Like I took some vacation or something. Like I had a leave of absence or something. It's been well, hello everyone. It's been a minute since I've seen y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that whole New Year's thing where everybody got to get back in the swing of things. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to work. I ain't hear nothing. I'm ready to work.
I'm on my working game too, man.
I guess homie over there, he's still on vacation too.
You're damn right.
Shit. I had to wonder about it because like
first show for the new year.
When I came in the studio and homie walked past me, I was about to say, yo, hello, can I help you? Because I ain't seen you in so long. So it's like I didn't even recognize you.
Who recognize who?
You.
No, hell no.
You
lying.
I'm just saying.
Stop lying to the people.
It's been a minute. I'm glad to be back.
First show for the new year.
I'm glad to be back.
2021.
First show for the new year, 2021. Hot damn it, we're back in effect. So the grind is starting now. No more vacation time.
You never know.
It's slave driver in full effect.
You never know. Something might come up.
You understand me?
So,
hold on. Whoa. See, who got their phone? See what I'm saying? Like, right. Yo, homie. Like, yo.
Hold on, man.
Like,
hold on,
come on, man. Come on.
All right.
You ain't been here that long?
You know what I mean?
You haven't been here that long?
You're good, man.
Jesus. All right, let's start it out. Tonight's guest is a good friend of mine. Very talented individual. Has done a lot for South Florida in form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Producer, writer, director, acting coach, play and screenwrite. I don't know if you want me to throw the extras and I let him explain one extra. He got one extra accolade under his belt. So I let him put that in full effect. I won't mention that just in case he doesn't want to tie the two together. Okay. But he has worked with the likes of Angela Dunlap Borrows, which of course some of y'all might have heard of these plays like Why the Good Girls Like Bad Boys.
Yeah.
You know, If Hips Could Talk, I remember that one. And Gossip, Secrets, and Lies. You know what I mean? Those are some plays that were phenomenal. Yeah. He's also worked with the likes of Clifton Powell. I don't know if anyone is familiar with him.
From Amen and all them other good shows.
All right, and plus everybody remember him from Pinky from Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on Menace to Society. I forgot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then of course Master P and Romeo from I Got the Hookup. The late great Tommy Ford. I don't know if y'all know who Tommy Ford is.
Tommy Ford.
I'll let my man tell you who Tommy Ford is in.
Of course, Tommy Ford from Martin Show.
Okay, all right. Yes.
And the Parkers. Yeah, he was on the Parkers.
And of course, Omar Epps. Anybody know where Omar Epps?
I know.
From what? Name one of the movies.
Juice and
I forgot. We talking about the the Wood.
The Wood and
okay.
Juice and all of that they're playing. This. Some I know the Christmas show with what's the name? That Dwayne Wade wife.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So also my man, he's a person that always gives back to his community.
Yeah.
And which is a very important thing. This is what some of the basis is for this show itself too. It's part of the platform. That's why I had to have him on. And in 2015, he co-founded the first Take Youth program where he teaches inner city kids life skills. So without further ado, let me introduce my friend, my man, my homie. Oh my gosh, Yonel Aris in the building.
How's it going? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, my man. Yes, it's good.
Man, I'm excited to be here, man. So excited,
Yes,
man.
sir.
How you guys doing, man? Thanks for having me.
We're good.
The team is here, full in effect. The full team.
Before I go any further, let me introduce the rest of the co-hosts so you can get familiar with everyone in the building. First of all, to my left, I got my man Q. First of all, I'm your host for the night. My name is John. To the left of me, of course, my man Q.
Yes, my
Q.
brother. Yes,
No. Let me. I introduce myself.
Oh, well, my bad.
And to the left of Q, the guy in the white shirt, Norris. Yeah,
that's Norris.
The one in the white shirt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nisha J's in the building. Nisha J, what's good? Nisha J.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Sassy's in the building. Sassy, what's up?
Hey, Happy New Year.
What's good?
That's actually my wife's nickname, Sassy. That's what they call her.
See?
That's what's up.
Doing good. And last but not least, Aaliyah, fresh in the flesh. What's good?
Hello, how's everybody?
How you
We're
doing?
here.
How you guys doing?
We're here. I did not mention one extra accolade because I figured I don't know if you want to tie it in or you still want to. It's still
Go ahead.
He's a realtor at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? So man with many hats. Hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I'm gonna let you kind of tell us your story. Like who is Yonel?
Yeah, how you got started?
How you guys doing? Listen, man. First of all, I definitely want to thank you guys again for, just allowing me to be here on the show. I'm always humbled for these opportunities, and thank you guys again. John, you came to one of my productions, got a chance to see it. And just to tell you guys a little bit about myself, my name is Yonel Aris. I am born and raised in Opelika, Florida. Many of you guys, you may have heard Opelika, Florida. I've been in inner city schools all my life, went to the inner city, been in the inner city all my life. And I always tell people that I didn't find my calling found me. You know what I mean? So I got involved in a summer program that I really didn't want to be a part of. But what they did was they did a program for at-risk youth. And I happened to be one of the ones that was chosen. And so they put me in the theater program at the age of 14. And when I got to that program, I say that program pretty much changed my life. I didn't know where I wanted to be in life. And just like any youth, especially African-American male, Caribbean male like that, being in a neighborhood with so many different influences, you find yourself because you're trying to find yourself and try to fit in. Cause like, John, we talked about this, coming to, when you have, like Islander, back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, we wasn't pretty much accepted. And so as a young kid, you trying to fit in how you get in. Right. And so after getting into this program, I found my niche. I found my gift. One of the things that was very challenging for me, and I'm grateful to this day, but I tell a lot of people this. I went to college. I got to college, and I really could not read. And it was a Caucasian professor at the time at a African American school. I went to FAMU, and he said to me, he caught it. I wrote this paper, and he saw these patterns, and he said, "You know what? You got a problem. You can't read." And so as a grown man, I had to face my reality, and in his office, I teared up, and so I made it my business. I was like, if I'm going to ever be something in life, if I'm going to ever do something, I'm definitely going to have to conquer this. And so I said to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm going to not go to parties. I'm going to not do this. I'm going to read. So I would go in the library and I was sitting there for like 8 hours just trying to read one chapter. And I remember my friends would come to me and they'll be like, look, man, it don't take all that. But little did they know it took all of that for me. And so it was something that I had to conquer because growing up I had so many failures, so many closed doors, so many opportunities. Growing up, they tell you that you're poor and just all these different things. And so needless to say, from that point on, I wind up getting better at reading, and I graduated at the top of my class. So I probably was like number 3 at the top of my class, and so that was one of the greatest milestones for me.
I don't mean to stop you, but for that, we got to clap that up because
Perseverance.
you know what I'm saying? If you got out of jail or something like that, we'd be holding that party for you. So we're gonna do the same.
So that was that, man. And I from there, because both of my parents could not read till this day. My dad don't even know how to write his name, and so growing up, I was the first one to go to college, and it was just something big for me. And being in college, I had a dream, and I would tell them, I'm like, look, I'm bigger than this. And the dean of the university sat with me, and he said, well, what are you going to do after college? I said, listen, I'm going to go start my own business. I'm going to go do this. And he laughed. He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm going to do it. And you're going to hear my name one of these days. And from there, I just been working hard, been grinding hard, and I've been very, very fortunate to have worked with some great people. I don't take it lightly. I'm very humble because anybody could have got that opportunity, but I did. So I worked with some of the biggest producers in the world. I had a chance to work with David E. Talbert, the writer for Jingle Jangle. Right. So I got a chance to work with him through an internship that I had. Got a chance to work with some major producers, major people. And from there, because I learned so much doing that, I ventured off and started on my own. Our first production, we only had 15 people in the audience. And we grew from 15 to 400, from 400 to 600, from 600 to 1,000, from 1,000 to 5,000, from 5,000 to 10,000. And so, and when we hit our biggest venue, after that, we ventured off and started doing movies. And like John said, I started ghostwriting, doing a lot of writing for different people. And we just started working on, I started writing for Romeo and Master P. And my team right now, they're working on possibly doing a 3-picture deal with Master P and Romeo. So I'm excited about that. And so that's the story in a nutshell. I'm a father, I'm a husband. I definitely can't leave that out because all of that make me who I am. I can't do it without, of course, a great woman by my side and some, my children there to support me, and I'm a man of faith. I have to say that, I can't never leave that out because for me, for everybody else, it may be different, but for me, I attribute all of my success to God. So that's me in a nutshell.
That's another thing I noticed when I don't mean to cut you. Yeah. When I came to your play, and I've seen some of the other plays, and I like how you always tie in, some form of a spiritual,
absolutely,
bonding with that.
Absolutely. I don't believe in I don't try to be religious, in a sense. I don't try to, beat everybody in their head and force it down anybody's mouth. But I kind of like some of my stories. We may introduce the aspect of faith, and some of the things that's been true for me. Every writer, they have their voice, and my voice is a voice of hope, and that hope comes in many forms, for many people. For some people, that hope may be, conquering a fear. For somebody else, that hope may be, overcoming something. I always tell people that I think that my calling is to the underdog because I've been an underdog all my life. And so I'm always rooting for underdogs and I'm always writing stories to encourage the underdogs.
You're a champion, man.
I know your time is limited, so
I want to
do a couple of questions. Anyone else on the panel that might have some questions?
One of my questions, you already answered it. I was about to ask you how you went into this. If you were encouraged by someone, you get it, a friend, a neighbor, your father, uncle. But you tell us all already.
One thing too that I want to say is that I used to my parents, when they saw that I had a love for this, my dad, I mean, he's 70 something years old now, still working. He worked hard to put me in this program. Barely had the money. I mean, lights were going off, but he believed in the fact that I had a dream, and he invested everything he had to help me get to that point, you know? And I knew I couldn't let them down, because in the Haitian household, they tell you, you got to become a doctor to be something. And so I had to change that narrative, you know?
It's Caribbean.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
The whole Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
Lawyer,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't really believe in becoming a sports star like in like in a Caribbean household.
yeah.
Yes.
Push you to be a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher.
Exactly.
So,
I think that's why most
Exactly.
kids rebel and do something totally opposite.
and my question is, in all the playwriting you do, which one of them is more dear to your heart? Like which one you would say is more?
I'm gonna tell you. I wrote a play called Mr. Wrong. You know, and I'm gonna tell you why Mr. Wrong meant so much to me.
Yeah.
What Mr. Wrong propelled my career, and it also crushed my career. A couple years ago, I did this show, and it was the worst failure I had ever had. I failed at all levels, and I failed in a good way and a bad way. I invited all the major producers. I mean, one of Pitbull's manager was there. He bought his wife, and we had all these BT. Everybody was there, and everything that could go wrong that night went wrong. You know, and so needless to say, we sold out. We sold out 2 shows, but I had to refund everybody their money back because the show it became a disaster. So everybody went on Facebook and they blasted it. You know, it was a public shame. It was a public shame. Because we sold out, we packed the building out. Fire marshals came. I got a fine. Not only that, my crew was moving stuff, so they damaged parts of the building. I didn't have my team left, so I had to break down by myself. And I remember looking back, I'm sitting there with the fine, and it's 2:00 in the morning, and I look back, and the production, all the set is still up, and I have less than 30 minutes to get all that stuff down, and it was just me sitting there by myself. And again, you know, not to pull my G card, but when you have a dream, it's your baby. I sat there, and I'm not a crier, but I cried like a baby. I was like, I can't, you know, it was the worst failure of my life. And I quit. I had quit. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, a lot of people say don't quit. I can say don't quit because I know what it's like to quit, you know? So I quit. I gave it up. I said, I'm done. I'm done with production. I'm done. And people that I was cool with, they blasted me. I mean, it was horrible. It was bad. So years later, I'm sitting down and I get 2 people to tell me there is something you did before that was a failure. For some reason, I think you should go back and do it again. I was like,
that
from the mistake.
That failure that was happening, as a man of faith, God was setting up something better.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. When I decided to do that show again, I had to go. I used to always tell people, you can never conquer what you're not willing to confront. It sounds good, you know what I'm saying, until I had to do it myself. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to conquer this. And 3 years later, I wound up producing that show again. It was the biggest hit of my career. Did the show again. And the crazy thing is, my wife, who I'm married to, I cast in the production. And we wind up falling in love, and I wind up marrying her, and it's just like the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? So what if I had not done that show? And then we after we did the show, we turned the play into a movie. And the film now is being looked at for distribution. So, you know.
That's good. That's good.
Your faith was test right there.
Absolutely.
So who was one of the first like stars that you work with?
Reach out to you.
One of the stars I work with was Malik Yoba.
Yeah,
You guys know who Malik Yoba is. I did a show. I did a show in Jacksonville, and when I did this show in Jacksonville, I got a call to come in and write on a production, and they asked me how fast can you get here. I was like, right now. So I drove up. I didn't have no money. Listen, my car was overheating, so I kept a jug of water, and I'm driving to Jacksonville. Like my accounts were overdrawn. And I got there, and I stayed up, slept in my car, and wrote that script in my car. And the next day, I delivered the script to Malik Yoba, and I think Robin Gibbons was in the production as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Persistence.
Yep.
That's persistence right there. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Anyone on the panel had any questions?
Wait.
Let me.
Yeah. So we see that you were also like a content producer and talent acquisition. You were doing talent acquisition. Tell us a little bit about that. How does that work as far as with productions?
Talent acquisition. My job would be to pretty much kind of like a talent agent, because I initially I studied acting. So I'm an acting coach by profession. Professional acting coach. I taught for 15 years. Taught theater and acting. I've been an acting coach. So because I would go on set and I would coach a lot of actors, so a lot of film production houses, whenever they were getting ready to do productions, they kind of called me to secure talent. And so I was the talent acquisition guy. So whenever they did auditions, they would call me in, and I would be the one that they would have me to choose the actors alongside the director.
Is it challenging to tell people that they're not cut out for acting?
You know what? My wife tells me that I'm a great politician, because I'm never one of those guys that's like, I cut you, but I cut you and band-aid you at the same time. If it makes sense, Yeah. I kind of I do it smooth. I don't cut it. I don't cut too hard.
But it's part of the game, though. It's part of the business. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Not everybody get chosen, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that more than anything, beyond me being a director, I'm one that inspires people. So even if I'm cutting you and this doesn't work out for you, I inspire you to find what works out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But look at Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, absolutely.
One other thing I want to ask you too. During your time with all this, have you ever met someone who's trying to tell you not to pursue this dream? It's not your place.
All the time. Listen, how I met my first writing, the lady that I got hired to write for. I was at a big show, and as a kid, I was trying to get into this venue, and they turned me away. They was like pretty much I wasn't good enough. And I made a promise to myself. I'm like, I'm going to come back to this place. 10 years later, I produced the biggest show in that place. And 2 years after that, I was her lead writer. The same lady that turned me away and told me I shouldn't do it.
That's how you got to prove them wrong. That's how you got to do it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Anyone else?
No, I know. In this producing business, because I know some producers that when they work with certain stars, are like, you know what, I don't want to work with that person again. They're too damn hard. Have you ever come across that?
Oh, all the time. All the time. That happens. That's the nature of our business.
Yeah.
All the time. Because this is what we do. We always say if it becomes uncomfortable for me, because this is my space, and I don't want it to be an uncomfortable space. So I try to protect that, and if you got somebody on set that is very hostile, that's just messing it up, the easiest thing to do is just remove them,
Now let me ask you a question. For for instance, I know my mother, she met you, she was fully in bliss when she got an opportunity to sit down and talk to you. Now, for someone who wants to become a playwright, how do they begin doing that? How do they begin that process? Is it something where you read a book? Is it something where you just started writing? Is it something where some people just have it and some people don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. One thing that I always tell people that I would say just do it. Most people want to go try to learn it first, just like learn all the technical aspects. Sometimes what that does is that may hold you back, because now what it's like how they tell you color outside the box. So if you're just starting out and you're like, okay, let me learn this strategy, let me learn this strategy, you put yourself in the box, and because you're trying to focus on doing it the right way, you stifle your creativity. So I would say, even if you mess up, just go ahead and tell your story. Write your story, tell your story, and just keep writing your story. Keep writing your story. Eventually, once you figured out your voice, you figured out, get the ideas out there. Now go learn the strategy in terms of like story structure. Now, how do I structure my story? Because you got the story. Now you're taking your story and putting it inside the actual structure. So that would be the best advice that I would have for somebody, And it's not everybody has a story to tell, believe it or not, everyone has a story to tell.
I got one more question for you. For the I know for your youth program, do you have that youth program that you had for the kids for the life skills? Do you incorporate teaching them how to write or to act or do anything like that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. When I get some time, I want to send you guys some of the content. Yeah. That's pretty much what we do. It's a film program. We're teaching them, we're using film as a medium to teach them life skills. So they have 1 week to shoot, to write, shoot, direct, and produce their movie. So we teach them everything. They have to even put together a PR campaign, because at the end of the week, they're going to invite people to come see this movie. And it's a beautiful thing, because let's say we have 5 different groups. They're competing with each other to try to get their movies done. And you see them working together and they're solving problems, and we don't give them nothing. We don't give them a location. All we give them is they get their cameras, great cameras, top of the line movie cameras. They shoot on red cameras that, they shoot Transformers and all these big movies. We give them all the equipment. We said, we're going to give you the equipment. We're going to give you the software to write. And we give them 1-day orientation where they rotate. They learn how to write a script. They learn how to direct. They learn how to do sound. They learn how to edit. Once they learn that, then it's their choice to come together and put the people in the teams that they feel are the strongest. After they come up with their team, by the 3rd or 4th day, they're shooting their own movie. Well, the first time we did this, their movies got accepted at the American Black Film Festival. And the ABFF did an event strictly for them. And they allowed the kids to get on the panel hosted by one of the stars from the show Ballers, and the kids got a chance, the audience got a chance to ask the kids questions about their journey. And to hear what kids had to say was amazing. Like, we work with kids from gang alternative, kids that are ex-gang or living single family homes, parents are incarcerated, and they got so much to tell, and so we give them that outlet to just put their pain on paper. And you'll be amazed what this program has done for them.
How far that age go? It goes about 48.
we stop at 18.
You didn't hear him just now.
Yeah. We stop at 18. We've also some of our students, we actually have hired them, and they've got gigs. Like, one of our students just shadowed Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill just did this big movie here in South Florida with Vivica Fox and a couple of stars. And one of our students from our program, he shadowed the director. So that was big for us.
That's nice. Let me ask you, with COVID now, has that slowed things down as far as that type of program, or are you guys
COVID eats everything?
Or are you trying to like re-COVID it? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a tactic.
If I tell you guys, like, I'm literally on a production set right now as we speak. So I'm inside of a room. I wanted to kind of walk you guys. I'm in a TV studio, and we're actually shooting right now as we speak.
You
And
gotta
we
give
have
me
some
that.
of our students. Say that again.
Now I said, you gotta give me that walkthrough. You know that, right? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'll walk you guys through. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now go ahead. I was just saying,
just let me know when
on the movie set.
You want that?
Let me know when you guys are ready. I'll take you guys through the walkthrough.
Anytime you're ready, player.
Anytime.
I know your time is limited, so I don't want to hold you up because I know you're on your production set right now also. So
okay. I'm gonna take you guys through. I'm gonna take you guys through. I wonder if I could turn this camera, but I may just have to like turn it so you guys can see. So I'm gonna go through the production set. Like we got to shoot tomorrow. And what we did, everyone was required to take a COVID test, and everyone took a COVID test. And if they, those that didn't take a COVID test, they couldn't come on set, or if they came on set, they had to social distance. So I'll take you guys through. So I'm inside take you guys through. So this is a TV studio. So this is Studio B right here. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Still with you.
Studio B is locked. So I'm gonna take you guys. This is an actual production studio. So these are some of the films that were shot in the studio. Pablo Escobar was shot.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take you guys. They're actually rehearsing. So I'm gonna take you guys through here. So we have. So we're inside a production studio now.
Nice.
You're gonna get respect in this, right?
So.
Okay. No one's gonna give you respect. That's right.
Wow. So we're setting everything up. So this is another. Hey, I'm gonna interview guys. So this is our second.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
So this is actually a TV studio. Up top, you got the lights. This is my production guy, my lighting guy.
We got to come down there in person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We got to come in person.
So let me ask you something. Is that the enemy within? Is that?
This is Loose Lips. Hold on, guys. So
Loose Lips.
Yeah. Production camera.
Man, that's wild.
That's nice.
Nice. We need one of them cameras right there, player.
So this is what we load in. This is our load in dock over here. Mm-hmm. This is production studio. So it's our load in dock. Yeah, so this is where it happens. So this is the Wall of Fame. So this is some of the projects that's been shot here. You guys can see that's Pitbull.
Homeboy.
This is the Rock.
Set up like a makeshift barbershop. I'm gonna stick some pictures down.
This is Scottie Pippen that was shot here.
Nice.
Take you guys to the this is our green room. Take you guys to the green room. So this is a full-fledged. This is where it happens at. So this is our green room in here, where the cast comes in, and after in between breaks, this is where they come. This is one of my this is my MD, my musical director right here, Chris. Chris, say what's up. We're in the interview. Hey, what's up?
How you doing, Chris? All right.
Yeah. So that's Chris. Chris makes it happen. So this is kind of like our green room and stuff like that. So what we're doing tonight, we hey, you need me? Hey, yeah. Give me one moment. Let me look at the prop list, and when I look at the prop list, I'll let you know. I'll give you a copy of the prop list. Okay. All right. So
never stops.
So this is it here. This is actually this is the star room. My wife has actually claimed this room, so that's her room, and I'm just sitting next door. So
we know how that go already.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we do. This play is actually Loose Lips. We got something we're shooting it, and we got some big plans for it. So that's what we're doing right now, and yeah. So this is it.
Well, when it's time to get that out, you give it to us. We're gonna make sure we spread the word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And probably do something with the cast. Probably do something with the cast. Try to get the whole cast in on Live at the Barber. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. It'd be a good idea.
Listen to me. I am super proud. You know, me and you, we always chop it up on the phone and everything like that.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Super proud of you.
Thank you.
I hope God bless you with everything that you're doing, man.
Thank you, guys.
Keep up the great work.
Your realness give me a chills, man, and your faith and everything. It gives me a chills.
Oh man.
It's hard to find a real person out here like that now, you know?
Yeah.
I got some.
You're the real deal, man.
Facebook family that said they can't wait to see the play and support. So you know
thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Once you're ready, you let us know. We'll make it happen.
I will. Thank you guys so much, man.
And God bless, and thank you for the time.
Thank you for joining us.
Anytime. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I had fun tonight with you guys.
Hey, listen, that's what we want.
We waiting for that invite.
That's how it is on this show, though. We make sure you have fun. You know what I mean?
And maybe
Any more questions? And
that's what I'm saying. Anyone else on the panel have any questions before he goes?
I want to know your inspiration. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Nisha.
I have one question. Would you ever make a play about your life?
You know what? Everybody has asked me to do that. I don't know why. Eventually, I know it's something that I have to, but I haven't. I don't know. I haven't done it. Everybody has told me that. I can write for everybody else.
I don't think that could be a play. That would have to be a movie.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
You should.
Yeah. Thank you.
Someone just chimed in real quick, and he said to tell you not to go anywhere yet. Wait 1 minute, because he got a special question.
No problem.
Himself. So
I'm good. I'm here.
I had a question.
He just said, go ahead, Leah.
Oh, so my question is, what do you have planned to do next? What is your next big project?
Oh my goodness. Like right now I'm currently working on a project with Romeo, Miller, and the Master P team. So that's one of them that we have going. My partner is working on, we got 4 movies that we have out. Mr. Wrong, RealGoons.com, A Miami Love Story, and Love and Reality. So right now we're putting those movies together, and they're slated to go out at the same time. And so that's definitely one that we're working on. I got a movie that I wrote for Ashanti Samuels, the NFL Pro Bowler. So so that right there is currently being shot and everything like that. So that may be a project. Everything is whatever the production houses want to do with COVID. However, I'm not waiting on all the other externals. I'm like, you know what? Let me do what I have control over. So with plays and all of that stuff, that's kind of like where I'm at with it, you know?
All right, hold up. I got somebody special in the building said to make sure you don't leave, because he got a special question and only you can answer it for him. So I'm gonna bring him in right now.
No pressure.
Direct, straight in the flesh. Shemiel, baby.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
My dude. What's up, She?
Why you never put me in none of your plays, man?
I need to listen. Stevie is probably like that's my childhood friend, and we tell everybody we were the fastest kids in 3rd grade. We were the fastest, you know. So
hold on. You didn't answer the question though.
Hey, nah, you know I got stage fright.
I know that about him. I was just about to say that. I know it.
Not Shemiel. Shemiel ain't shy.
He's shy. Around everybody else, he's not. But put him on that stage, nah.
Shimi, you gotta get out the dark room, man. We can't.
I heard
Stop
one
trying to
of
act
y'all
dark
color
skin,
people.
Shimi. We know the L
Y'all
stand for
color
light
people.
skin.
Somebody on the panel called people glowworm. They taught me that in high school, so I don't want to be a trigger.
We know the L stand for light skin. Get out the door. Get out the shade.
Hey, Stevie, don't let them shame you. Tell them the Drake effect is always gonna be here.
Shimi, them girls are shining though in the dark.
But yo, once again, family, I want to thank you for giving us some time out of your busy schedule. Shimi L, baby, you got any other questions? Shimi still want to know why he ain't been in no play. It's still a question to this day.
Listen, man. Shout out to Shimi, man. Let me tell you something. Shimi been there from when I started, like small, and he can tell you, he's one of them that I used to like get my tickets and go door to door to sell them, and he's one person I knew I could always count on, and he'll always be there every production. He's like, you ain't even got to ask me. Hold me down 2 tickets, definitely.
Yeah. You know it.
Yeah. All day.
It's all love.
Shimi, what was that name? Glowworm?
That's a trigger word.
It's all love. But yo, Yonel, once again, man, God bless. Keep up the good work. Anything you got, we'll promote it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man.
You gotta come back and talk about your real estate.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm looking for an agent.
I got you.
Some of your actor and actress,
Yeah, it's a phone call away. Anything you want to promote, just holler at us. We're ready.
I got you. All right.
Tell the cast that we held up your time, but yo, it was well.
No, you good. Not at all.
I'm gonna play it, man. God bless you, man.
Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You do the same.
All right. Hey, now moving on to this thing. Now we're moving on to another. Matter of fact, keep Shimi L baby in this one, because I don't get to.
You see the lightest one in here, though.
Yeah, you know how I do it. You know how I do it.
Hey, Shimi, you gotta go in the light, man.
You know how I do it.
All right, I'm going to light. Give me a sec. I'm going to light.
So now I got a big question for everybody. As we know, we have a new president. We'll start with the old, with the new. It's been a lot of talk lately.
He's still talking about the old.
You still talking about the old one. You're talking about the old one.
We want to know why he pardoned all them damn people.
But that's what I'm getting to right now.
Some of them don't need to get pardoned, player.
So now, when it comes to a pardon, I would like to know everyone's opinion on that, because for some people, there were certain cases of murder, embezzlement, little things like that. So for me now,
if you were a relative,
I just want to know, is it okay to just pardon? And here's the thing that had me with Trump and the whole thing too. As far as the pardon is concerned, there were people that's on a list that was waiting on a pardon that totally got skipped.
For some celebrities, right?
Not only celebrities, a lot of his friends.
No.
Of course he'll do that for his friends.
You know what
That's
I'm
how the
saying?
mob works.
So now, exactly. So the thing I'm saying right now, as far as let's start off with Lil Wayne and then work ourselves backwards.
Kodak Black.
Well, let's start with Lil Wayne and then we roll backwards. Okay, so now Lil Wayne. Now, in the beginning, we didn't really understand the reasoning of why the little shuck and jive situation at the time with the sweater and the whole 9 yards. But now it seems like this is what it was. So,
it was known back then.
Say again?
It was known back then. What do you mean pre-election? When he came up and said he's supporting
Trump,
that
right?
Party. That was the reason. That's the only reason. Lil Wayne only think about Lil Wayne. He don't care about nobody else.
Okay.
But it's beyond that, because Lil Wayne and Kodak Black lawyers are good friend of Chum.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That
And
was
see, that's the thing
revealed.
that had me post
And they
because
were good friends from The Apprentice.
but see, I figured something. I knew there had to be a connection because Lil Wayne, he's at that celebrity status where someone can make a phone call to somebody, but Kodak Black, that had me post.
You hear what Maria said? They pay $2 million for pardons. So.
Oh, see, I
Dang.
didn't know that either.
So these pardon, he's getting paid for it under the table.
That's how it go, baby.
Let me ask you a question. Did anyone else out here ask how come they didn't throw Bill Cosby's name in the mix?
They have to teach a lesson. They got to tell people, don't you dare try to be like Bill.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, all right,
You could always be like Lil Wayne, but you can't be like Bill.
But at the end of the day, all right, it was the 70s. I'm not condoning certain behavior, but at the same time, that was the movement back then. And not only that, I mean, the man is like, what was he now?
80, see, like 80.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point now, if you could pardon somebody that actually murdered somebody or did something worse, then I think Bill can get a pardon as well. You know what I'm saying? What Maria got to say? Yep, Kodak and Wayne have the same laws. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no clue on that.
Yeah, a friend of Trump.
And see, now it's starting to make more sense. You know what I'm saying?
So
they need them out there to lead the children astray. That's their role. So yeah, you're gonna let them out.
I don't know.
It's like the Pied Piper, lead the children astray.
But for Kodak right now, it's not really over. All right, maybe that Fed charge, because there's a federal situation with their pardons and stuff. It's mostly people that's in the Fed. But I think when it comes to like the state, when he still has, doesn't he still have a charge out from was it like North Carolina, one of those?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
From the alleged rape assault situation with the 18-year-old. So he
Can
still got
somebody explain why he was brought up on charges? Because I don't know. I know who he is only because of something he said in the past. But I don't even know what charges he was brought on to be pardoned for. Kodak Black.
Well, a couple. Well, one was the Fed one was, if I remember right, was for him falsifying documents so he can get a gun. At the time when they caught him, I believe he was on his way to Canada or something like that.
Something like that.
They caught him up in Boston or something like, or Detroit or something like that. So that's what the last charge was: him falsifying papers to get a gun. So that's what that was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, anybody else? I mean, do you agree with the pardon? Anybody else on the panel? Like Aaliyah, I know you. She look like she don't even care what the pardon.
Yeah. you didn't say you said Aaliyah look like, and you ain't say nothing.
No, I said anyone else on the panel, yo, agree with the pardon or not. She looking like I'm hungry. Yo,
I mean, I don't understand why he released those two. I didn't get it at all.
Come on.
Kodak and
because they're black, he has to release some black.
I feel like he released. I was surprised at who he pardoned, like the type of people that he did pardon. Only because maybe because of the type of person I think he is, I thought he was going to pardon the rioters before he pardons anybody. Like he was going to pardon them, seriously. And his straight up supporters. A lot of the people that he pardoned, you would have never guessed that they were supporting him except for Lil Wayne, which was surprising to me. So that's what was shocking to me the most. The second shock was that majority of them seemed to be of some kind of color. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of people of color in that pardon. So all I have to say is something that it didn't sound right to me. Very, very fishy.
That's what I'm saying. He's a good friend of both of them lawyers. So the lawyer must gonna do something for him after all of this. I don't think he's just gonna say, "Pardon your guys," and it's there.
No.
This guy's
I totally agree.
This guy's a money chaser, man.
Yeah.
So it's not just like that. It's like what I do for you, what you can do for me.
So now,
He's a money whore.
Because somebody must have spoken to him about these two, Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. They would not come
now I
up
know
like
he know Lil Wayne, but I would love to see the reaction when they said Kodak Black.
Lil Wayne, that one moment. Yeah, Kodak Black.
You know, who's that?
Nisha is trying to find out who's Kodak Black.
So hold on. So let me ask my man Steamy. Steamy, what's your thoughts on that?
I feel like, that's a celebrity thing. He just had to.
Yeah.
Just
Should
to
have
get
free
the popular vote.
I'm thinking he's thinking as far as 4 years from now, too. I'm thinking so. I mean, I don't see. First of all, you never can say never, because remember when this started out in the beginning, they said never, and he became president. So 4 years from now, even with all the situation that happened on the Capitol and the blah blah blah,
anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
If you're a reality star host or whatever, and you became president,
free world boss,
anything is possible. Like tomorrow, if I see Vibes Cartel come in and become anything is possible. Anything is possible. You understand?
Yeah, them should have free world boss.
You see, he voted already.
Important Vibes Cartel.
You know what I mean? And listen, the thing with Vibes can he basically can vibe dark skin or light skin. Am I right or wrong? Yo, he didn't get her stimulus package.
But then he pardoned his whole.
See, right now, can't vibe with nobody black right now because he white.
I don't know, but I'm saying the old Vibes.
No, black part only mean the black one before.
No,
so if he ran for president, he has both votes.
No. He got the white vote. He can't get the black vote because he ain't black no more. that Bill Cosby shit, that shit had to be cracked up a while ago, player.
No, I honestly I thought they would have gave Bill Cosby a pardon. But
yeah, they should.
They threw a boomerang in though. They threw a boomerang in with any. I don't know if anybody's familiar with
Kodak Black. Forget
about Kodak at this
shit.
point. I'm talking about Harry O.
Who?
Harry O. No one familiar with Harry O?
No, please tell.
Well, Harry O. All right, Harry O. allegedly was a hustler from on the West Coast. So at the time when he got locked up, he had done a lot of. He was big out there on the West Coast. So he did plays. He opened up movie theaters, little things like that. So Denzel Washington, I know, was one of the guys actually in one of the plays that he helped start, the career for Denzel Washington also. And then while he was locked up, he helped fund Death Row. You know what I mean?
That guy. Okay.
Like a co-founder of Death Row until everything went haywire. So it's kind of, Harry O been in there for a minute, and it's good to see that. You know what I mean? Because if you giving pardon to all these other thieves and different people that's doing,
but look at him. But he's not a Trumper though. He's not a.
But that's the thing. Why I'm asking now,
he's not
why
a best friend? See, Lil Wayne and all that, they know Trump.
See, all right, Lil Wayne, I understood.
Kodak Black.
Black is that one there.
That it still puzzling me with that part.
He's human, man.
I know he's human, but still, you gotta be. You have to be a Trumper.
And I hate to say it, but I ain't get that Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Lil Wayne and Harry O didn't even fit the bill. Like, for instance, now, I already knew Larry Hoover was not gonna get that.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I already knew that.
He ain't no.
Some of the same
Trumper.
Some of the guys that were locked up from the Black Panther days also.
Oh hell no, he ain't getting out.
He pardoned them?
No.
Yeah,
of course not, because he don't want that type of mentality back out there. You gotta. This is part of the dumbing down of America.
Yeah, he wants that. He wants that kiss ass. That kiss ass people.
So
Lil Wayne
I that they would put that in the bill as far as to say some of the Black Panthers, they done them wrong from jump. So like free some of those people, because those people been locked up from the 70s.
Yeah.
So like right now, you pardoning people that just got locked up a couple months ago.
The other day.
You understand what I'm saying? And you actually, so now they jumping other people that had their names on the list.
Well, he not gonna
pardon them. So that's going to tell you how.
It's not really jumping. It's all about
them,
the
though.
influence
But he wants
that
to
these
do.
people have.
Exactly. He not gonna
But I
pardon
mean,
them.
at the
And
end
the
of the day,
motive,
Do we
and the
know the name
motive.
of the Black
Yeah, but
Panther people
John, he not
that are
gonna
still
pardon
out there?
them.
We don't know their names anymore.
but at the
But
end of the day,
we know Lil Wayne and we know Kodak Black.
it's no different from having an organ list. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but he
if
not
I'm on the
gonna-
list, you should be able to jump me or
I
my
know that,
child.
but he not gonna pardon them, though.
The
He not.
COVID vaccine list.
He wants people. He pardon people that kiss his ass. That side with him. That's it. You ain't siding with him. He ain't going. He not going. Pardon. Now I'm surprised. Hold on.
I don't think that had anything to do with why he pardoned them.
No,
What you mean?
no. That has nothing to
But
do
I'm
with-
surprised he pardoned Bannon, though.
It's about
Because him and Bannon had a fall out. How they falling out?
the lie, you know.
No, Bannon knows stuff on him. So
Exactly. Now,
Bannon knows stuff
you know what
on
I'm saying?
him.
So that's the thing
But
with
the
it.
Black Panther, no, he not gonna pardon them, homeboy.
He not. He don't want that type of mentality to
Exactly.
come back to surface.
Yeah, but he pardoned Kwame Kilpatrick. That was a surprise to me. He pardoned him.
Yeah, he's a crook. He's a crook. Just
I wouldn't doubt that they were given special things that they needed to do in order to be pardoned.
exactly. Kiss his ass.
Nah, she
Beyond that. Beyond
No,
that.
I think
Beyond
I think
Agendas. Different agendas.
yeah,
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
because there's always a method to the madness.
Yeah, we're talking about those two guys. It's all
It's more than them two.
It's
It's more.
all,
It's like it's,
no. I'm talking about Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. Trump and their lawyers are very good friends.
But there's still motive behind it. There's still something additional.
listen to me.
There's still an agenda behind it.
Friendship can only they say friendship can only take you so far. There's some shit behind it.
Of course.
I do something
A favor for a favor.
I do.
Damn all that friendship
Listen,
crap.
Everything is business with homie anyway.
Exactly.
You already know that. So
That's what I'm saying. The lawyer is friend with him.
No,
How
the
much-
friendship ain't got nothing to do with it.
Listen, how much money Lil Wayne is putting in and Kodak Black to that lawyer? Then the lawyer gives something to him from that.
it could be.
Because he's always campaigning for some money, man.
Could
That's
be.
what I'm saying. It's like a friendship.
Yeah, he need the money because he don't got no damn money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, he
So
broke,
now, hold
he
up.
broke his hair. He
So
don't got
now-
no
so
money.
let-
He's about to be far worse than that when they
So let
start
me-
trialing this behind.
Let me throw the scenario. Let me throw the
He's losing
scenario.
money.
Let me throw the scenario out there. Being as Trump decided that there is no rules and regulations
What's
for
that
him.
going?
Okay, let's just hypothetically say the next president that came in wasn't white.
Somebody typing?
Okay, let's just say I won't even say he was black. Let's randomly pick him. Let's just say he's Native American.
A woman, no. I want
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Female, Native American,
Yeah.
whatever. So, can that person decide to just do the same thing and get away with the same thing?
Hell no.
No, we proved that at the Capitol. No.
Okay.
No, that ain't happening.
Riot.
That ain't happening.
So now, moving forward, now if you still had a white president, do you think whoever? Because I don't think Biden has it in him.
No,
but let's say someone else. Do you think they can do the same thing and get away with it, or was that Trump just that one
No.
situation?
No, that's more like him out there.
Somebody else would get away with it.
You think so?
But not this easily though. It'll be not this.
Because I think more politicians that are real politicians, because politicians, they don't just jump off the whim.
No,
Everything has to be calculated.
exactly.
So the thing with it now, with him not being a politician,
That's
he's
why
more
he got
of
away
a
with it.
he's more of a businessman
Yeah.
/ bully. You understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? So at the end of the day, that same principle
See,
is
because when he
brought
first,
into the White
yeah,
House.
yeah, because when he first got in office, nobody knew what to think. Nobody knew what he was gonna do.
When he gets
Nobody
in
knew-
office and
no-
when,
No, the people hoped that he would behave. They knew he wouldn't. No, they hoped he would behave.
nobody knew for 4 years.
No, we knew. Of course, he is, but
Yo, can
But
you imagine?
when he first got elected, we were like, damn.
Can you imagine? You
Well, we
remember
find
back
out
in the
now.
70s when they said the mob is the one that brought in JFK and the rest of them?
Yep.
So can you imagine that person that got him in and said, yo, listen, I'm gonna get you in, but when you get in, you gotta listen to everything I'm saying to you.
He did listen to everything he did. He did.
And he's like, yeah, I got you.
Trump listened to everything that
They
person.
gave them the middle finger.
But what I'm saying is
Trump listened to that person who got him in office.
Right, but to a certain degree
No, he listened to him all the way.
A narcissist, you can't control that.
He listened to him all the way.
Who?
Putin. I mean, what do you mean?
No.
That's who funded this campaign.
Understandable.
And
but what I'm saying
he
is
to him all the damn way. What you mean?
But at the end of the day, it still comes down to the mere fact that good luck with that, because I know that person, whoever that person is on it. I'm pretty sure Putin has some little issues also. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead with that.
He was the whole shebang, player.
Good luck with that one, then. And you know what's so funny? I would like to see what goes on. And what's the place called? Mar-a-Lago or wherever it's at.
Mar-a-Lago.
Right here in West Palm Beach.
That shit losing money too.
Yo, not even that. I would like to.
You wouldn't even want to go in there. Player.
I would really like to see. I would like to be that fly on the wall to see what's going on in that household right now, because I pretty much know everyone's walking on eggshells right now.
So what they said they're trying to shift the political arena away from him onto his kids. So what talks of Ivana trying to run for something in Florida, which is probably going to clear her father. And the son, of course, Donald Jr., he done stuck his foot in his mouth, but I'm pretty sure he's probably going to run for something too. Because he was the second person who was campaigning the writers to go forth on Pennsylvania Avenue and storm the Capitol Hill. So they silenced him as well. So trust me.
For themselves.
They
get whole and then for themselves. But I'm almost certain I can put my money on it. I would not be surprised if Donald Jr., which is the son, runs for something himself. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, the people down there vote
I
for
wouldn't be surprised.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah, the people down there vote for him. The stupid people down here.
Because let me tell you, they still have to uphold all what they say. It was 30,000 people that stormed the Capitol Hill. Those they have to keep those supporters keep going. You know, think about it. Within 2 years, they can run for something because that's when the next election is.
Yeah,
I saw it on the news today. Some of them are blasting him now, saying, "Oh, Trump is weak and whatever."
Why? Because he left?
Yeah, because he didn't pardon him.
They're blasting him now. Well, what the hell they expect?
That's why they didn't try to.
They're stupid. Listen, Trump appealed to the dumbest people in America. That's who he appealed to. And they're dumb enough to follow him.
Well, let me put the word of sponsor.
He appealed to some of the dumbest people in America.
Let me put the word of sponsor.
He appealed to some of the dumbest people in America, and they're dumb enough to follow him.
Allegedly.
Ain't no damn allegedly.
And the views.
Disclaimers.
He appealed to some of the dumbest people in America.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
The views and opinions.
He appealed to some of the dumbest people in America.
Hi, Brittany.
The dumbest people in America. That's who he appealed to.
Oh, did you see that?
Brittany said she would jump.
Bye, Brittany.
Bye, Brittany. Bye.
You sure that's Brittany or Felicia?
Karen.
Listen. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Tonight was a fabulous show.
I thought we were talking about.
Norris, want to talk more?
You want to talk more? It's an hour.
I thought we were talking about. Go ahead, we done then.
It's an hour. I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
You ain't got nothing better to do.
You trying to cut me off? But that's a he piece of dumbass ass people.
No, you bounced for about 10-15 minutes while we were talking.
Your homeboy had to go do something. Player.
Okay, well then,
right there.
We're done. Tell them. Yo, tonight was a fabulous show.
Good night, Ninja.
Listen to this dude again. You know what it is? Yo.
He got ADD?
Yes, he does.
Yes. HADDH.
I want
to thank Yonel Aris for joining us tonight. Producer, writer, director, actor, playwright.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for any of his children to run for any political office if they're found guilty in any of the investigations they're all facing.
And they all guilty.
Well, hold on. You didn't hear what I just said. I said, yes, he's going to be running from the DOJ.
No, damn,
so at the end of the day, yo, somehow let justice ring. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
White people.
Put it this way: at the end of the day, they have to, maintain and preserve the republic, and that's the goal, and it will get done by any means necessary. So if they need to do what they need to do
you got some Republicans
to stop them, then it will be done.
Be done with Trump. They don't want him back in their party.
So you think
we don't know yet? We don't quite know.
Well, if
They don't want him.
Hold up, if this impeachment go through, they're gonna ban his ass, him and his damn kids from running.
Yeah. If the impeachment goes through, he can't run for no politics. No.
Impeachment
There's been a lot of.
If he's convicted, he done.
Did they voted on it?
Monday.
The second
He's been impeached.
Yeah.
Well, the
He's been
second one. No,
impeached
the second one, the one that's pending now.
Yeah. It's gonna go over to the Senate on Monday.
There's a second one pending now.
For Tuesday.
Oh my God.
On Monday.
Yeah.
It's for
He needs
Tuesday.
to just be banished.
The second one is what will keep him from being able to run again in 4 years.
Yo, hold on. I don't mean to cut you, but this is what you call fake news. You got one dude over here saying it's going down Monday. He's saying Tuesday.
You don't know what the hell
Now this is what
Monday.
you call fake news. Right.
I don't know where the hell he get Tuesday from. Monday.
Yo. I guess you Republican and you
No. He watching Fox News. You don't know what the hell he watching. Fox News, man. Monday. All right. They're gonna debate that shit on Sunday. They're gonna send over the papers on Monday and he get fucked. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you almost made it through the show without a cuss word.
Nisha started it earlier on.
If I could do a Trump.
Close your ears.
I'm a good Christian girl. I would never dare.
You cussed out John earlier on.
That's what I'm saying. That's not what the text said this morning. Oh, love, yo. Like,
yeah,
smut mouth. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. Yo, in closing,
first show of the year, good show. Damn all that.
Hold on 1 minute before we close out. Yo, are y'all back in full effect? This is the first show for the year, but a couple of y'all, y'all ready for it or what? Y'all ready for it or what?
Is it couple or?
Let me think about it.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta go through. I'm just looking at the facial expressions, and I'm sure the audience can see exactly what I see.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I'm asking.
I'm asking. I'm trying to hype things up.
We up over here.
Somebody,
I don't know about over there.
Somebody looking like they just got up, and we screaming too loud. They trying to go back to sleep and stuff like that.
We're sending them back to sleep now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
whosoever that is, go back to bed.
God.
Yo. Go pull them clippers back.
2021.
No, but
if you thought I was waking y'all up early before, it's on now. You know that. I'm waking y'all up when I get up.
Hey, what that person say? Fox News is fake. Who did that shit?
It's like NBC.
Courtney.
There she go, Brittany, right there.
Who posts Brittany posted?
Trump support.
Oh, there they go. So what? News man? There they go. Brittany what?
Fox supporter, you know that already.
You gotta watch BBC News, man.
They don't know nothing about that.
Where you watch BBC News? Where you watch BBC News?
On my TV.
Where?
BBC News.
You lying?
Yeah, that's what I watch, man.
You lying? You don't watch on damn BBC News.
We like the British accent. It makes the news more interesting.
Man, God, it makes the news more interesting.
Hey, Brittany, it's all love. It's all love. Whatever side it's love. You know what I'm saying? It's all.
We are apolitical here.
What y'all saying right now? Hold on, I got one more before we exit out.
What's that last one?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you very much, I love it for real. Yo, thank you very much. Hey, listen, we got a lot of other stuff coming up also.
We'll discuss that at a later date. Somebody.
Yeah, I got a real particular one coming up.
A couple of people want to go to bed all of a sudden.
I got my PJs on.
No name. I'm not gonna point no fingers.
I got a real interesting topic, but we'll post it. I don't want to let the cat out the bag yet. We'll post it on the 5th.
But keep the cat in the bag.
On the 5th, it's gonna be popping. February 5th is gonna be popping.
Keep the cat in the bag.
No, we're not keeping no cat. No
keep
bag.
the cat in the bag.
Cat must be loose.
Yo. Once again, I want to thank everybody on the panel. Yo, Shimio baby. Yo, what's good? Thank you very much for joining us. You know,
thanks for checking in, light skin.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna petition to make sure he puts you in the next play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no problem. Back on that, making sure that happens. You know what I'm saying?
My light skin brother, man.
Yo, I'll be sure it's back in full effect.
Cartel, white cartel.
You know what I'm saying? Christopher Williams, I'll be sure. Who else is it?
Heavy D.
Heavy D. All the light skin brothers. You know what I'm saying? The light guy from Crisscross, all that. You know what I'm saying? Kid all of them. You know what I'm saying?
The white cartel, Vibes cartel, the white one.
So it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Free world.
So once again, you can find us on all the
Instagram,
platforms.
Spotify, Facebook, iHeart, YouTube,
iTunes,
iTunes, iHeart,
Anchor,
Facebook.
Yeah. And if any more come up, we jumping on them too.
We jumping on them too. All right, work. We got that. So, yo, once again, I want to thank y'all for joining us tonight live at the barbershop. You know what I say when it's time to
be
go.
Somebody in the world.
God damn, homie.
Accomplish somebody.
You jumping the gun.
You move too damn slow.
Jumping the gun.
I'm telling you, people don't.
You ain't one too many Red Bull today.
They can go to their bed.
Damn.
Damn. You know what I'm saying?
They're ready to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? So you moving too slow right about now.
Aris drank one too many Red Bulls today.
Right now, I don't drink Red Bull. I don't drink none of that.
Yo, love is love always,
Red Bull or Monster, none of that crap. I don't touch none of that there.
Every Friday night.
None of that shit I don't touch.
Live at the barbershop, 9 o'clock.
Natural energy.
Every Friday.
Mute his mic.
You know
Yo, you've been popping. Right. You've been popping lately.
Oh, damn.
Boy, she
been popping lately. You know what I'm saying?
Telling you. She came on the
Is it me? Or did the two personalities switch? Like, what was the name of that show when the two females went in and they passed and their personality switched?
No.
It seems like Leah used to be the one that was like,
yeah.
And now Leah's like,
the old Leisha, she left that back in 2020. This is the new Leisha now. 2021 Leisha.
It's all love. It's all love, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yo, see me, yo. Be safe out there, yo.
305.
305, baby. 305.
954
305
786 718 212.
All right.
347.
Baby, live at the barbershop. Go out in the world and be somebody.
Go out in the world and be somebody.